So today's thought of the day is actually, as Sejulsi said, building momentum with the micro goals. Now, let me ask you one thing. Everyone raise your hand if you have ever had one of these moments that you open your laptop to start that important project, stare at the blank screen for exactly 30 seconds, and then suddenly remember, oh, I need to check the WhatsApp just for a minute. So, have you ever gone through? Thank you. Thank you. And 3 hours later, we've reorganized your entire photo gallery, read every family group message since, let's say, 2020, and watched 17 reels about productivity hacks. But that project, that is still blank. Or maybe you are that student who keeps telling yourself, tomorrow I'll study the entire economics syllabus, and then tomorrow comes, and you are like, you know what? Economics can wait. Let me clean my room first. And here's the thing, once again, we are not lazy, we are not undisciplined, we are just trying to eat the whole elephant in one bite. And our brain is going, nope, not today. So I would say I love this metaphor. Micro goals are like ignition sparks. They get the engine running. So, when you're trying to start your bike on a cold morning, you don't just press the self start once and expect it to roar to life. You give it small, quick sparks until the engine catches. And that's exactly what micro goals do your motivation. So let's talk about why big goals often becomes our biggest enemies. So you decide, I'm going to get fit. And your brain immediately pictures 2 hours at the gym, perfect diet, early morning runs, and looking like a Bollywood actor in 3 months. The result? You never even buy the gym membership because it feels impossibly overwhelming. Or you think, I learned coding and changed my career. And your brain shows you visions of becoming the next tech billionaire, but also the mountain of programming languages, frameworks, concepts you need to learn. So you bookmark 20 YouTube tutorials and never watch a single one of them. Here's what's happening. When your brain sees a huge task, it activates your what psychologists call the task resistance. It's like your brain puts up a road closed for construction sign. Think about it. If someone asks you to write 10,000 word report right now, how would you feel? Probably like running away, right? But if someone said, can you write just the title? Oh, you think, sure, that's easy. The same goes with the end goal, completely different emotional response. And that's the magic we are trying to unlock today. So here's the fascinating part. Your brain doesn't actually care about the size of the task when it comes to feeling accomplished. Whether you complete a micro goal or a major project, you get the same dopamine hit that, yes, I did it feeling. But here's where it gets interesting. Momentum matters more than the magnitude. So, have you ever noticed how once you start cleaning one corner of your room, you suddenly feel motivated to clean the whole room? Or how writing just one paragraph sometimes leads to writing an entire page? And that's momentum in action. So, motion creates more motion. In physics, they call this Newton's first law. An object in motion stays in motion, and your motivation works exactly the same way. The hardest part isn't doing the work, it's starting the work. Micro goals are basically tricks to fool your brain into starting. They're so small that your brain can't find a good reason to resist them. And once you start, you often find yourselves wanting to continue. So, what exactly is a micro goal? So, just keeping it simple, any task that takes 10 to 15 minutes or even less to complete. So, let me share a few examples that instead of I'll prepare for my job interview, try saying I'll spend 10 minutes researching the company's recent news. Or instead of saying I'll learn guitar, try saying I'll watch one 5-minute tutorial on holding the guitar properly. Or going further, instead of saying I'll start my startup, try saying I'll write 5 problems I've personally experienced this week. So these, see the difference? Each micro goal is specific. You know exactly what to do. Time bound, timed 10 to 15 minutes max. Achievable, no special skills or resources needed. And immediate, you can do it right now. So the beauty is that most of the time, once you start, you'll naturally want to continue. But even if you don't, even if you just complete the micro goal and stop, you'll still made progress. That's the best part. So here's something that might surprise you. The biggest psychological barrier to any task is starting, not finishing. So you know that feeling when you've been avoiding a phone call for weeks? And when you finally make it, the conversation takes 3 minutes and you think, why did I avoid this for so long? Or when you finally sit down to fill out that form you've been postponing and it takes 10 minutes, but you spend 3 weeks thinking about it. That task resistance in action. Your brain builds up these imaginary barriers that are usually much bigger than the actual task. So, micro goals are like saying to your brain, hey, we are not committing to anything big here. Just do this tiny thing. And your brain goes, okay, that's manageable. So, it's like asking someone to come with you just for a quick chai instead of 3 hour shopping trip. Same destination sometimes, but completely different willingness to say yes. So, all right. So, let's get practical today. I want everyone to experience the power of micro goals right now. So, step one, choose your big task. Think about it. One important thing that you have been putting off for long. Maybe it's related to work, studies, health, relationships, or any personal project. Just think about it. Something that feels overwhelming that you're postponing. Just write it down, right? Then, step two, break it into 3 micro goals. Now, break that big task into exactly 3. So, each taking 10 to 15 minutes maximum. So just think of the first steps, not the perfect ones, right? Let's say, for example, a big task, applying for higher studies. So micro goal one, research 3 universities online. Hardly it'll take 10 minutes. Micro goal two, download application form from one university. Again, maybe 5 minutes. And micro goal three, fill out just the personal details section. So it might take around 15 minutes. So the big task of applying broken into 3. Or let's say big task is start exercising regularly. So micro goal 1 will be find 3 YouTube workout videos under 15 minutes. Then micro goal 2, it can be clear a space in my room for exercise where I can straight away go and start doing. Then micro goal 3, do just the warm up for one video, nothing more. So That is how you can break your big task into three small, manageable, doable micro goals. Then step three, pick the easiest first. Circle the micro goal that feels easiest, most appealing. So that can be your starting point. And here's your challenge, complete that micro goal within the next 24 hours, just that one, and see how it feels to make progress without any pressure. And let me ask you, if anybody has actually written and would like to share, please go ahead. Let me see who would love to share his big task and the three micro goals. Just unmute yourself. Yes, and please. Ha, Mallika ji, yes.
Oh, hello everyone. So my big task is to run a half marathon.
Uh,
So that's the big task. So usually we have marathons every 3 to 4 months here. So I see a lot of people doing it for years, but I've never ventured into it. So that's the big task, a very big task.
okay.
So my micro goals is first to at least jog for 1 mile. Um, Consistently, at least 3 times a week. So that's my first micro goal, to jog, not even run.
Yeah, to jog, yes. But do you do walking regularly?
Yes,
Then it's okay. Then you can move on to jogging. But otherwise, if you are a beginner like me, it's better to walk first.
yes,
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
Anybody else who wants to share? Yes, Sanjeev ji, please.
Good morning, everybody. My big task is posting 2 YouTube videos every week. Okay, so I'm breaking that into 3 parts. First, that I have to allot specific days of the week whereby I'll do the research work on one day, I'll do the scripting on the second day, and recording on the third day. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then I will make sure that I have specific 2 hour slot every day. 2 hour slot every day, whether it is research work or scripting or recording or editing. And then accordingly, I'll post it every Wednesday and Saturday so that my videos are uploaded. This is what I'm thinking about.
Cool. And let me add to this. When you basically post a video on YouTube, that is right. You have to choose the specific day, but choose the specific time as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Because time consistency is also very, very important on social media. And
Yeah.
because YouTube allows us to schedule it. So, for example, if you want to post it at 7 p.m., do it during the day. For example, these videos I posted in the morning after editing, but I schedule it for 3 p.m. So they get live at 3, right?
Yes.
So that consistency. So day consistency and time consistency is very important while posting. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else who wants to share? Okay, let's move further there. Tick. So now these are like two, we heard two people and how they are going about it, and it's really great about that. They're already decided. So before we end, I want you to remember something beautiful. Every masterpiece began with a single brushstroke. So every journey began with a single step. Every success began with someone willing to start small. So you don't need to transform your entire life today. You don't need to become a completely different person tomorrow. You just need to light that first spark. So I would say your call to action is elegantly simple. Complete your easiest micro goal within 24 hours, not because it will solve everything, but because it will prove to yourself that you are someone who takes action. And micro goals don't just build momentum towards your dreams, they build evidence that you are the kind of person who makes dreams happen. So the engine is ready, the spark is in your hands. So let's ignite something beautiful. So, with that thought, thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.